Mike, genuinely speaking, I'm more happy when the audience is happy.
Okay.
For me, that is like, when they are laughing or when they are cheering, and when I see smile on their face, when I'm at the airport and a lady comes up to me and says, thank you so much for making Golmaal again. Or one lady came and said, thank you so much for making Chennai Express. My daughter is 3 years old and I'm alone at home. When I'm working, I just put up that film and she's done for 3 hours,
Right.
So that is more important for me. That gives me a high. That gives me happiness. So for me, audience is important. And they are important today, Mayank, is because an average person must be getting a salary of 50,000, 60,000 or 35,000. Today, if he goes to a multiplex to see a film, he's paying 10% of his hard-earned money to me. I have to see that he's entertained. That's my take.
Sure.
That's my take. I can't be...
Getty Galaxy, you turned them.
I can't be... Okay, this is my dream. This is my cinema. I can't say the word. To hell with everyone. I can't do that. That's not me. I'm happy. And it's not, there's nothing wrong in expressing yourself. Everyone is doing a great job. It's just that I cater a segment of audience and I'm happy when they are happy. If they are not happy, I get restless. Right. So for me, they are the most important thing.
Would it be correct to say that if, according to you, when a film does really well, it's a good film? If it doesn't do well, it's not a good film?
Not really.
Okay.
What is the barometer is important.
Sure.
In what budget the film is being made and whom they are catering. What kind of an audience it's being, the maker
No,
is
for the
trying
same
to
audience. So for instance, Chennai Express would be a good film in your book because it's done really well. By the same logic, would Dilwale not be a good film because it did not do that well?
It did
well. The way you approach
No, it did well. No, I'm like Golmaal.
Or maybe not as well.
Like when I made Golmaal Return, I think it broke all the records those days in 2008. But I think it's a horrible film. As a maker, when I saw the film, I didn't like it.
What are you saying here? We are recording this.
Yeah. I saw the film and I was like, hey, bach gaye hum log.
You mean the second Golmaal?
The second Golmaal.
Okay.
I didn't like it. When I saw the whole thing, I didn't like it. And I was like, the kind of business it did. We were like, safe to ho jayegi, but it did like stunning business. So it's not like agar film ne business kiya to wo achhi film hai ya buri film hai. And the other thing is, nobody can define what is good and bad. Because...
No, I mean from your perspective.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
There are films which has done great business and I thought, no, it didn't deserve to do that kind of a business. There are many films such.
Not just your own, the others also.
Others also, yeah.
Right.
And
Give me an example about this, because you won't. I was just trying, trying my luck. But we did speak about expression, and I think Singham 2 may be your only film where it was about a message. I think you wrote that film because you wanted to drill a particular point. Would that be correct to say, as against your other films?
Not message kind of a thing. We tried to go a little real in that, and not very real. I can't do that. But I think now what Simba we are making, though it's a remake and we have turned the whole script to something else, I think this film is real. It has we have put a really serious thought on it and it has a message actually. Though it is being presented as a commercial film and it's a commercial film, me, Ranveer coming together. But I think this is the best written film of mine till today. Now let the audience see and they'll decide. And you will decide.
That's promo number 1 coming up for Simba.
No, not really.
I'm kidding you.
My film will do big business, don't worry.
No, I'm sure it will do great business. But is it true, and I'm just looking at certain myths about you, is it true that you have a release date in mind and then you start on the film?
Yeah.
Always. So stuff happens to you, but you know this day I'll release a film.
Yeah. Like
that is crazy.
I meet a lot of my other directors. I don't want to name them. They are like, "Yaar, तूने हमारी band बजा दी." All our producers saying, "ये 4 months में film इतनी बड़ी बनाता है, तुम लोग क्यों नहीं बना सकते?" Like I take 5 to 6 months to make a film, release it. Like Singham 1, we made the film in 4.5 months. Released it in 4.5 months. Not made it like from the day it started to the release. It was just 4.5 months.
And did you have Singham in your hand, or did you know the release date before?
No, when we started Singham...
So when you start, then you know that on that day you'll get?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that you already have released it. Ab main dhundta film. Us release?
No, ऐसा थोड़ी
Okay.
It's like मंडप मैंने select कर दिया, अब लड़की ढूंढने निकल रहा है. ऐसा थोड़ी हो सकता है.
So that's one myth busted. That's not true. But of course, you do have a release date in mind. The second thing is, and I think it's a very important question to ask you, Rohit, is Did you have a very destructive childhood? Like, did you take dinky cars and Hot Wheels and whack the shit out of them? And you're doing exactly the same thing with bigger budgets now as an adult?
Mayank, you tell me one thing. If I shoot a Ferrari crossing 3 buildings, you will say okay, it's over the top. Same thing happens in Fast and Furious. You all praise that.
No, I praise it, by the way. At no point was it criticism. I just want to know where this fascination comes from.
Even I don't know.
You don't know?
Gradually I've stopped. Like if you see Golmaal again, there was no car. There was kids and all.
But there's expectation. You know that, right?
I know.
There's an expectation on the audience that you have to fulfill.
He came with an idea of Zameen, and that's how it clicked. Yeah, I want to make this film. I should have not done that because today I could have done that film because it was a high budgeted film, and those days we didn't have that kind of a budget, you know, hijacking and everything. So I think whatever kind of script it gives me a high I make. Like Singham, if you say, like when I was making, everything was working for me. Golmaal did well, Golmaal Returns did well, All the Best did well, Golmaal 3 did well. And I used to, when I was making All the Best, or when I was making Golmaal 3, I told Ajay, like, you know, ऐसा तो नहीं ना कि हम audience को granted ले रहे, we should do an action film together. And after Golmaal 3, I was making Bol Bachan and then Chennai Express. It was lined up. And we had, I think Ajay was doing something and Ajay's some film got cancelled and we had 5 months and Golmaal 3 became a very big hit. It was the first 100 crore, second 100 crore after Gajni. So we had a promotion, you know, like how we do when a film is a hit, we all come out and say when it gadbad ho jati, hum sab bhag jate hain. So we all were out and saying that bahut badi hit ho gayi, bahut badi hit. We were doing promotions and that time I met the Reliance team and they said, we want to work with you. I said, I'm doing 2 films, 3 saal ke baad dekhenge. Then they gave me a DVD of Singham. And they told me, see, we have co-produced this film if you want to see this. Just as a gesture. I said, okay. And I was getting ready to, morning I had a sitting for Bol Bachan. Evening we were promoting Golmaal 3 because it was a hit after release promotion. And my writer's daughter, she was ill, like she fell ill. So he called me up and I was ready to go out of the house. And he said, can we cancel the sitting today? I said, it's okay. She's not well. It's okay. And I was ready, and I'm like the kind of personality I'm hyper. I want to work. So I was like, and I saw the DVD, and I saw the film, and I was like, these 4 scenes are good. Other than that, you can't make the same film. But this 4 scene and this character can do wonders. Straight away, I went to Ajay. And I told him, we were promoting Golmaal 3, and I told him, these are the 4 scenes, rest I'll make.
Was that Mata Aati Satakli, one of the 4 scenes?
No.
Okay.
The village
Just wondering,
I'll tell you, the village scene where Prakash Raj comes, one confrontation scene, total 4 scenes, yeah. Other than that, we wrote our own.
Where did this Mata Aati Satakli come from?
Atta Maji Satakli.
Mata. I'm sorry, I don't have any. I don't know.
Mata iske andar aa gaya. That was written by my writer. And
okay, because it really clicked like crazy.
And you will be surprised, you know, it is not Ajay Devgan's line. He just says it once. It is villain's line which became popular.
Interesting. That's true.
So I saw that film, I went to Ajay and I told him this is the thing and I want to make the film. So he looked at me tu Bol Bachan bana raha hai mere saath, फिर शाहरुख के साथ Chennai Express बना रहा है, कब बनाएगा? मेरा ये 4 months का जो window है ना, इसमें मैं बनाऊंगा. I need 2 months to write it and 4 months to shoot. So he looked at me, कर लेगा. And look at his conviction, like how he's always stood by me. Those 4 scenes what I narrated him, he went to London, he was shooting for, I don't know, Tez or some film he was shooting. We started shooting for Singham with Prakash Raj. I still remember 6th of March, he came from London straight to Goa with his mustache and everything, that whole look. He was beefing up for sure. He didn't know what the film is. 2 o'clock, we started the narration at 12 in the night. 2:30 we finished the narration. 7 o'clock shift, he was standing there as Singham.
No way.